Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another video with iBliss. I'm Sir, the pretty gangster, because I'm pretty gangster. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please click the subscribe button so that you can officially join the Beto family. And if you are a returning subscriber, malo Betom, thank you so much for joining me to yet another video. So today I am doing a story time. I haven't done a story time in such a long time, you guys. I thought, hey, I don't have content to give you guys, so why not a story time? So I'm gonna need you guys to bear with me because I haven't told a story time in such a long time. I don't think I can even tell a story at this point, but I'm gonna try to give it my best. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the story. So I'll be drinking tea while I tell you guys the story because it is so cold, you guys. Winter is not giving us a break. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. So today's story, as you can see by the title, is about a time when I lived with a ghost. And you guys, I'm not even lying when I tell you this. I'm not making this up. After I tell the story, like, listen to the entire story and then you'll tell me whether it's either I'm going crazy or I was going crazy, or maybe I was just imagining things, or maybe I know that there's people that believe in buloi. So if you do believe in that thing, do you think it's that? Or if you don't believe in that, do you think maybe it was demons? Or I just, whatever it is, I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear what you think it was, because I'm not sure what it was. I still can't like really find a good reason as to what it was, which is why I'm telling you guys so that we can figure it out together. Although it happened a long time, I'm still very interested in knowing what was actually happening at the time. Cool, so let's get into the story. So there was a time where I worked in Kempton Park, right? I worked in Kempton Park. I was looking for a place to stay in Tembisa. I found two places, right? So there was a day where I was walking around, looking for places, checking places out, and then I found two places that were literally the same price. They looked almost the same, right? The first one, it was owned by this other lady. She was very nice, I spoke to her. So when I was looking for the place to stay, I did not have money. Guys, I didn't have money to pay for the place. So I was gonna pay for rent at the end of the month when I get paid, right? So I explained to this lady that owned the place, and she was like, no, cool. If you're gonna pay at the end of the month, move in, bring your stuff, feel at home. Everything is gonna be fine. We're gonna figure it out together, like, cool. I go to the second place, and the second place was owned by a grandmother. I also explained my situation to her, and she was like, bet, it's fine. You can come in, move your stuff whenever you feel like moving in, and then at the end of the month you can pay the rent when you're ready. As long as you pay, then I'm good. You're like a daughter to me, like a granddaughter to me, so you're welcome here. Cool. So that second place had dogs, right? There were if you know me, you'll know how much I fear dogs. Like, I have the biggest fear on dogs. No matter how small the dog is, I hate dogs. I hate my little brother's dogs. Like, my brother has a dog. Every time I go home, they have to tie it up because I'm so scared of it. So the day of the moving comes. So I was already staying in Tembisa, but where I was staying, the rent was hella expensive, so I needed to like degrade, because also the money that I wasn't getting because the money that I was getting paid wasn't enough to keep up with the rent, so I had to degrade. So cool. The day of the moving comes. I move my stuff to, okay, I had chosen the first place because the second place has dogs, and obviously, so first place, cool. Place to stay is good. It's very beautiful. The landlord, do I still call her the landlord even though she's a she? But anyways, the mother there is great. We got along very well. Loved it. moved my stuff, I wasn't gonna go back to that second place where the grandmother stayed. I moved everything in. When I got to the room now, like, okay, I'm at my place. I looked at it and I wasn't happy. I don't know why. I don't have a specific reason, but I was just like, nah, I don't like it. I'm going to the second place. I called this grandmother. I'm like, can I still come? Ugogo ati. Girl, you said you're looking for a place. Come. We are waiting for you. In fact, I am here waiting for you because you said you're gonna come. I'm like, cool. I tell the first lady, I tell her, I'm like, you know what? Thank you so much for letting me stay here. I'm gonna leave. I made up an excuse. I don't remember what I said. I think it was about the electricity or something. I made up an excuse. I'm like, I have to go. I moved my stuff to the Gogo's place, moved everything. So now the dogs are like small dogs. And they told me that, no, these dogs, man, they're not going to do anything. It's fine. Don't be scared. Ha 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 ha. So let me tell you how the house looked. So it's a main house, right? Main house. In front of the house, there's another house that belonged to them. The grandmother lived with her daughter and her husband. So the daughter is probably my mom's age, right? So it's a grandmother and a mother and, some other daughters, young, like that. So here, there's a line, right? There's a line. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. In front of the house, there's another room. At the back, there's another room. So it was 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 tenants in the yard. Yeah? 7 tenants in the yard. Where there is a line of rooms, my room was the first one. So when you go inside the gate, you can see on your right, I'm the first one here. And then there's other rooms following. And then there's a house next to it, right? I don't know if you guys can imagine what I'm saying, but when you go inside, and the gate was loud, like the gate was really loud. Anyone that comes in, I was the first person that heard that, okay, there's someone coming in the gate. I could see that because if I'm like inside the house, I can see someone passing by the window. I can see you. Literally everyone that passes by, I can see them, right? My room was right in front of the gate. I hope you guys like get the vision. And you're gonna get why I'm explaining this. You're gonna get why I need you guys to understand how everything looked. So everyone that goes inside the yard has a key. There is not a person that doesn't have a key. That house, that yard is always locked. And when I say it's always locked, it's not just anyone that comes in and out, right? So everyone that goes in is the people that stay there. So as soon as you touch the gate, I can hear. As soon as it opens, it's loud, man. It's really loud. It's very loud. So every time I came back from work, I would like shout from the gate, and then the kids would come and take me from the gate to it's literally just here to my room, but still they would accompany me because I'm so scared of the dogs, right? And I don't even understand why I stayed there from jump, because I'm so scared of dogs. Like, why would you even go there? Because I had found the perfect place with the same price. I could have really stayed, but I don't understand. Cool. So first day, on my first night, on my first night, wait, let me actually take this out. So on my first night, I am up at 2 a.m. 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, right? I don't understand, why am I awake? What's happening? But I don't really like think much into it, because I'm thinking, okay, you're in a new environment. Of course, you're gonna have sleeping problems. Your sleeping pattern is gonna be disturbed. It's a new environment. You're not used to the place. This, that. So, duh. I wake up at 2 a.m. I pray, right? I don't go out of my bed. I just pray from inside. during night I wake up, it's 2 o'clock, right? But now when I wake up, I hear that my neighbor is also awake. Because when you open like cupboards, what's this thing? Yini in English?
Drawers?
Drawers. So when you open drawers where the cutlery stays, it's very loud, so you can hear the sounds, right? So I can hear her opening the drawers. So it was a pregnant lady. She was about to give birth, right? It's a pregnant lady. She's awake. I'm like, okay. So both of us are awake at this time, at least. I was so afraid, guys. So usually when I wake up around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I just pray. I go out, I kneel, I pray, I read my Bible. But during those days, I couldn't. Like when I woke up, I was so scared. It's like I could feel a negative energy, and I was so scared to wake up. So I couldn't wake up. Like I would just, in English, I would just cover myself with the blankets and start praying from there. But I used to be so scared, and like, guys, when I say I'm scared, I mean shivering type of scared. So I hear my neighbors also awake. I don't really, look much into it. I'm like, cool. So in that house, guys, there were so many rules. There were a lot of rules. Number one, the water wasn't working, so you could only get the water at from 4 a.m. No, I'm lying. From 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's the only time you can wake up and fetch water and put them in buckets so that you can use them, right? Because there's no water coming out of the taps. During the night, they tie the dogs up, it doesn't make sense to me, because during the night, that is when we're sleeping. That is when we need protection the most. That is when the dogs should be out guarding, being on the lookout for people that might come in. But during the day, we are all awake. We are all like, we can see what's happening. Why are you tying the dogs? I mean, why are you letting the dogs out? Because also we're scared of the dogs. The dogs should be sleeping during the day. During the night, you should let them go. But it was the opposite. They used to tie them up during the night and let them go in the morning. Hi, guys. This goes on for, I think, an entire month. Every day I wake up at 2 a.m. Every day I wake up at 2 a.m. And the time is so consistent. There's no way I could maybe wake up at 4 or 3 or whatever. It's always at 2 o'clock during the night. Right? Hi. So I told you there were 5 people in the same line as me. One of the guys moved out, right? One of the guys moved out. So there's another guy that moved in the same day as me, right? There was this lady. There was the guy that moved out. There's the one that moved in the same day as me. And there was another one. That one, the day that I came, he was going out. Right? So there was 4 of us left. When there was 4 of us left, this one left. So now it's the 3 of us. It's me, it's the pregnant lady, and this guy that came in the same day as me. Right? Pregnant lady gave birth, right? She gave birth, and she gave birth when I was away for a road trip. Okay, so I worked in this other company where we would go for about 3 weeks. We would go for 2 weeks. They'd send you to Limpopo. They'd send you to northwest. We would travel a lot. So I also hardly spent time where I stayed. I just needed that place so I can keep my stuff there. But most of the time I was on road trips. This one time, before I went on the road trip, so I told my mom about this thing of me being awake during the night. My mom was like, girl, you better find a new place to stay, because ain't no way. Like, that sounds very fishy. One night, guys, one of the nights I was awake at 2. Oh, I was sleeping and I was waken up by the dogs, right? The dogs were barking and it sounded like they were barking at someone. Mind you, I know when someone comes into the yard. I stay right in front of the gate. So if the gate opens, I'm going to hear that. The gate is so loud that no matter how deep you sleep, as soon as that gate opens, you will hear someone coming in. There's no way you can sleep so deep that you don't hear the gate opening. Guys, that night, the gate did not open. No one opened the gate, right? And the dogs were barking. They were barking at the gate. It was like someone was standing there. You know how when a dog barks at you from a distance, it sounds different. But once it gets close to you, you know that sound that the dogs make as soon as they like right in front of you. It's like they were making those sounds. I wake up, I'm looking at the window. Please tell me why. I saw a shadow passing. The gate did not open, right? The gate, I'm being for real. The gate did not open, guys. But I saw someone passing by the window. The curtains are closed, so I can't tell who it is, but I can see the shadow, right? And now this person is also so quiet. Tell me why this person, if a dog barks at you, you're gonna like tell them to go, like, you know, even if it's your dog, even if you are the owner of the dog, you're still gonna kuza them. Even if you can call them by names, hey man, Rex, you know, it's 2 a.m. Like, shut up, Rex. You know, like, you're gonna find a way. But this person was quiet. The dogs are barking at you. No sound at all, right? And then after the shadow passed, it's like the dogs were coming closer, 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 closer. But this person is quiet. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. What do you mean? I call my mom. I tell her that, hey, girl, I saw a shadow and no one came into the gate. But this person, or if it was a person, but like, if it was a person, why were they quiet and there's no door that opened? And also, why were the dogs let out that specific night? Everything, like, I started questioning a lot of things. And we didn't really look into it much. Cool, I go on a road trip. Where did I go? Free State. I go on a road trip to Free State. So where I worked, it was crazy. I'm still going to do a separate story time on that job because what the hell? Anyways, so where I worked, they used to give you people that you need to take care of. So they gave me a person from Free State, right? We went to Free State. I came back with a new person that I don't know. And they were like, I must stay with that person. That person, I must take care of that person. Right? Come back from Free State. Come back with my chomi. We come in. Right? So when we come in, okay, before that, the week before, I had a friend that came to visit. The friend also works with me. She was also looking for a place to stay, so I was accommodating her. That granny used to be so mad. Like, she didn't like it when you have visitors over. Like, my girl is here and you don't want that. She used to like ask me every day, when is your friend going? When is she leaving? They used to like really pay attention to everything that you do. She used to ask me why I never buy groceries. She used to ask me why I never cook. Why there's never a smell of food coming out of my plate. Guys, she used to pay attention to literally everything, which is crazy. But anyways, the week before, I had come with a friend. They didn't want the friend. They kept on telling me to tell her to leave because I'm not allowed to have visitors, even though I pay rent. The second time, I came back with my friend from Free State. We'll call her, I need a... Hloni, yes. We'll call her Hloni. Come back with Hloni. Hi, welcome, Hloni. Feel at home. It's nice. Hloni is like, okay. So we were basically getting to know each other because I just met you from a different province, you know. So we're just talking randomly. Shoni tells me that she is spiritually gifted. So her grandmother is a sangoma, so she's also in the process. See that. I'm like, okay, cool, girl. Do you? You know, sharp. Um, we sleep, right? We sleep. So first night, on Shoni's first night, ne? When I came back, when Shoni and I came back, the guy that I had moved in with, the guy that I had moved same day with, had moved out, right? So there's two people that moved out. We sleep first night, 2 a.m. we're awake. I'm awake, Shoni's awake. I'm like, hi bo girl, why are you awake at this time? And she's like, why are you awake? We're like, hey, what's going on? She laughs. But now this laugh is like as if she knows what's going on, right? Next door, the lady had given birth. The baby's crying at 2 a.m., right? Shoni doesn't say anything. She's like, I go back to sleep. Let's go back to sleep. Like, it's nothing much. We go back to sleep. It was her first day. The following day was her first day at work, right? Wake up in the morning, we bath, we go to work, right? We come back, the pregnant lady is moving out. The pregnant lady is moving out. So now it's just me and the two people. And yeah, it was just me and the two people. The rest of the people that lived in the same line as me all moved out, right? And usually we would come back and we see that people have disappeared. Like, you come back, you find there's no curtains, it's vacant, right? We never really knew, we never spoke to them, we never got to ask them what's going on, why are you moving out, this and that. Second night, we're sleeping, 2 a.m., we're both awake. I'm like, girl, why are we awake? And she's like, girl, there's actually a lot going on in this yard. And I want to tell you, but I also don't want to scare you. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you saying? She's like, no, sleep. Go to sleep. I'll tell you in the morning. We go to sleep. Kseni, in the morning, we wake up. Hi, Bokeli. What did you mean there's a lot going on in this yard? And she's like, why do you think we were both awake at 2 a.m.? I'm like, I don't know. Why were we awake at 2 a.m.? She's like, literally everyone in this yard is awake at 2 a.m. It's not just you. It's not just the lady next door. Everyone that lives in this yard is awake at the same time. I'm like, actually, that makes sense. Because I've been hearing the lady that used to stay next door. And she's like, so, I saw everything that is happening in this yard. The lady that owns this place, they went to, she first told me that, so basically we are living with a ghost in this yard. I'm like, a ghost? What do you mean? And she's like, so the lady that owns this place went to a random graveyard. They took the bones, they took like a random person's bones, and they turned that person into like a zombie type of thing. I don't know, there was a name that she called it. I forgot the name. Like, she said, Konja, what's the name for it? I forgot the name. But she said, yes. She said they took the bones of this person and they used moti, and now it's this zombie thing that lives inside the yard. They buried this person inside the yard, so it's basically to keep people coming. This thing, it is what attracts customers. It's what attracts the tenants to come. It's for business, basically. It's what people do that are in business. If you're in business, yeah, the rentals, and you want people to rent your places, you do this. It's like twala, basically. Utwele manje with this COVID thing. Guys, I was in disbelief. I was in disbelief. And she's like, yes. So now, Umko Vualokoko, the grandmother's zombie, it wakes up at 2. Which is why everyone in this yard wakes up, because it's the spirit that it carries is too heavy for you guys. So which is why you can't stand it. So you wake up because it's too heavy. And you wake up at 2 a.m. because it's ghost hour. That is that is where it's now, it roams around the yard. I'm like, girl, you better be joking. She's like, yes, it roams around the yard. It's basically like, it's not here to harm you. It's not gonna harm you. It's not gonna do anything to you. But it just moves. And she also said it moves in between the walls. Just to basically ikadile. It's the god. Guys, I told her that there was a time where I saw a shadow passing by the window, and she's like, yes, it could be, but now the reason why you didn't see it is because you're not supposed to see it, because if you see it, then something's gonna happen to you. She didn't really explain what was gonna happen to me, but apparently you're not supposed. I also don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, but yeah. So she was like, yeah, the reason why Futsi, this granny, doesn't want you to come with people is because she's scared you're gonna come with a person that's gonna see izinto zabo. You know? That is why they are always, because they know what they are doing. Right? And I'm like, And then she's like, yeah, probably that is why the other tenants are moving out. Because there's no way, like every day there's someone that's just moving out. There's someone that's moving out. She's like, also it's not safe for us to stay here because we're basically staying in a house and there's a zombie. We're basically living with a zombie. And that is scary. Yo, guys, to tell you, for the rest of the month, I couldn't sleep. I was scared. I used to hold her when I'm, and she was like, you're not supposed to be scared, because if you're scared, it's gonna notice that you are scared. And now it's gonna be like, why are you scared? Because you don't know that I'm here. So now the fact that you're scared, that means you know that I'm here. Which means now it's gonna want to hurt you because now you know. So you mustn't let it know that you know that it's there. Guys, hambasala. There's no way. She's like, just relax. You know, don't show that you know, even when you're talking to the granny, because she's also gonna see you, that you know. Now she's gonna want to hurt you because you know her secrets, you know. And like, in order to protect yourself, act like you don't know what's happening. Act like you don't, just ula, you know. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. After the first week, I started staying there. They held a meeting for me, and they asked me, are you happy here? Do you still want to stay here? Are you sure you want to stay here? I forgot to mention that part. They asked me, are you sure you want to stay here? Like, are you happy? Nothing. I'm like, yes, I want to stay here. I'm happy. And they're like, okay. So now everything, after she told me that there's a zombie that is making us come here so we can pay because they're after the money, I'm like thinking about all these things, about how we're not allowed to get water during the day. We only get water from midnight to 4 a.m. We're not allowed to do this. We're not allowed to have visitors. I just, like, my mind started running, but also I was just like, all I wanted was to get out of that place. So we started looking for places to stay. And then when we were looking for a place to stay, there was a lady that stayed in front of the house. She moved out. So now the whole line, there's no one. It's just me and the person that stayed at the back of the house, right? There was 7 of us. Now there's 2 of us left. Guys, we got a place to stay. We moved our stuff. I remember this other lady that there was a bakery in front of the house. The lady called me. She was like, girl, what's happening in this yard? Literally every day there is someone moving out. Ever since I opened my bakery, there is always people that are moving in here, and there is always people that are moving out. People don't stay here. They don't last. What's going on? Are they hitting you guys? Are they beating you up while you're sleeping? Guys, we just laughed because they're like, hey, akulalwa apa. Not gonna sleep. If you stay here, you're gonna be awake with the spores. So yeah, we moved out. Oh, the grandmother was so mad when we moved out. She was like, yeah, I told you not to have friends over. The reason why you are moving, I lied to her. I told her that the reason why I'm moving out is because um I'm no longer getting paid at work, so I'm not gonna afford to pay the rent there. She's like, you're lying. It's because of the person that you came with. Yeah, now why did you come with your friendy? I told you not to bring visitors. Now you are leaving because of your visitor. That girl, oh, she was so mad. Like, she was so mad. But I'm like, girl, I don't want any problems. I just want my things. My rent is, I used to pay my rent nicely. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. So that's just that, you know. Cool, Vele. We go to our new place. We moved in. Everything was nice. Guys, to tell you, I never slept for weeks because I was scared. Because now I'm thinking, what if there's a zombie? What if there's things that you don't understand? Do you understand? So yeah, from there I was like, this thing of going around staying wherever is actually very dangerous and it's scary. Yeah, guys, I don't know. You tell me if it was a zombie, or maybe it was just, maybe I was imagining it. Maybe the shadow that passed was just my imagination. Was the girl right? Or nah, she was just as crazy as I was. Like, I don't know, there's definitely some sort of explanation behind this because I saw what I saw. I felt what I felt, especially with everyone in the yard not sleeping. And there's no way a person from Free State is gonna come here and tell me stuff. And now she's telling me stuff that makes sense. Do you understand? So I don't know. I don't know, guys. Was I living with a ghost or was I imagining it? What do you think? So yeah, that's the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment. I really want to know your opinions on this. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.